Are you looking for your next Lego set to buy and invest in? Look at this ROI on this. This is ridiculous. 700%. Hi, this is Jeremy Stark here with Brick Finds and Flips at brickflips.com. Where today we have a really special episode, a special show today. I some of the characters that I really love in with Lego is there's so many of them. I'm a big Star Wars fan. I there's so many different sets. I love all the Marvel and everything else, those type of themes. But one of the things that I really enjoy, one of the type of characters or mystical creatures, so to speak, that I really like myself is dragons. Now I'm not the only one that likes dragons. There are tons and tons of other folks that love dragons. So we're gonna take a look. We're gonna deep dive into some of these dragon sets that have done really well and why you should keep an eye on for some ones that are available now. Before we get started, though, if you could please give us a like right down below. You can also subscribe down below. That way, there you get notified of any new videos that we do have. Also, we have a website called brickflips.com where you can get all the information. We have a few articles out there at this point, but we might have a lot of articles when you take a look at this. But there are some articles out there that will help you with your Lego investing. We also did launch a podcast. You can see that at brickflips.com/podcast, and that'll take you over to where you can find it. And we're available on all of the different sites, Apple and Google Podcasts and everywhere else. Well, now that we get that out of the way, let's get right into it. All right, so we're going to look at a bunch of different sets here. But before we get started with that, I just wanted to let you know we have this spreadsheet that we have that it has quite a bit of information on here. And this is also available if you wanted to download this at flip.brickflips.com/ROI. I just wanted to point that out in case you guys are wondering about this spreadsheet, how awesome it looks. uh, but but really, I wanted to just I'm a really numbers type of person, and that's how I make my decision for any type of Lego investing. So I know that there are some things that you really want to look at, and looking at historical data, any type of data points that you can get that will really help you to make a decision when you're buying will help you to make a smart decision, because not every Lego set is worth investing a lot of money into, or investing it, a lot of different, because you can spread your risk around by investing in many different sets. But there are some sets that, after you look at the data and you see the similarities of it, that you might make a decision that you'd want to invest more as opposed to something else. And with any type of investment, there's always risk involved. So do make sure you do all of your due diligence for that. But when you're looking at everything, all the data and all the points that you can do to do it, you have to remember that it is historical data. It's not anything that can predict the future, and nobody can. But this really helps to understand where your risks are, and it also really helps you to get a feel and a pulse of how different things are. One of the keys to this is, if you're um, with some of these sets, is that you have to remember is that people are searching for these things. So they might be looking at typing in Lego Dragon, and that's all they're typing in. They might not even know the name of the set. They might not even know it's part of a particular theme, but they're typing in those things because they know that the person that's going to get it, they love dragons and they love Legos. So why not get them both? That's the reason why some of these things are really popular. And Lego knows this, and so if they have certain themes that they have, they're gonna try to get those in there because they have all that data as far as what is popular with people. People are searching for those things, and they obviously see all their sales data and everything. So that's kind of how you can find some of these little kind of sub niches thing. It's really kind of interesting with Lego how they do that. But it's really good because you can really, some of the sets that we're going to look at, these are ones that have been retired. So the first one we're going to look at is it's like a elves theme, and I actually bought a lot of these. Um, that's why I have the buy cost down at 16. So if we look at the set right here, it was mean, right now it's going for $140. I mean, look at this set. It's only has 451. That is astounding. Uh, like the I mean, when I bought it, I got it at 4 cents a piece. So if I really should put the new piece count, what that price per piece is, but it's based off of the buy cost right here. But if I just switch that out to 140 for right now, it's 31 cents a piece. Like for that, like that is ridiculous. Yeah. So but look at this ROI on this thing. So if I mean I bought this at 16. I bought a lot of them. But if you bought it at even at the retail price of 31.99 plus tax or whatever else you got it at, I mean, you can have some fees and everything wherever you sell it on a marketplace, but I mean, look at this ROI on this. This is ridiculous. 700%. Now, look at this was a very short release too. Look at this one was in 2018 and then 2019 is tired. So, this wasn't around that long. I mean, when I saw this in the store, I didn't have a lot. I didn't get a lot of them. I mean, I was able to get enough, but I wish I would gotten more. I think I actually sold this one like I I don't like I think I sold it like right around here. Maybe at the got it probably around 2019. I think I sold it when it was like maybe $70. I don't even know. So at that time let me see. I think it was still a good return. I mean, it was 300%. I mean, on that, I mean, it was definitely worth selling it at that point. But I wish man, after looking at some of this stuff, it's like I wish I'd saved some of them. Goodness, because that's ridiculous. That's only 2 years ago. So I mean, imagine having like 50 of these things, and you're making $124 off of each one. Yeah, that's crazy. That one like would be a really home run. Now, they had a short run on this, so maybe there wasn't a lot of them. That's why it jumped up. But I mean, if we look at the Keepa chart right here, if you guys don't know what Keepa is, I take a look above. I have a training on there. It just kind of goes over all the details of Keepa. Really was really fascinating. I mean, look at this thing. This thing just shot up in 2020. Now, the supply of this must have been really low. That's why I'm guessing this really went up, because you don't see this often with a lot of different sets. I mean, they don't go up this much. 700% is a lot for a return on this, but man, that's just a really really awesome thing. I wish I saved a lot of them, but I sold all of them because it was still at 300%, which was great. I mean, if I can get 300% on every set or more, and that's great. I mean, I'm feeling good about that. But to even get a 700% later on, only shortly after that, I mean, that was maybe another 2 years, year and a half. That would have been great. So that's that one's really good. So we'll go on to our another dragon set that you can see right here. This one's part of the Ninjago set right here. And Ninjago makes a lot of different dragon stuff, so you'll see a lot more in the Ninjago series. But this one is checking in. So this was around for about almost 2 years, 18 months. It looks like that it was in production at a retail price of $39.99. So maybe if you bought it 20% off, usually that's where you see a lot of the discounts. Hopefully you got it even less than that. And if you sold it now, almost a year after retirement, a year and a half after retirement, you're checking in at about 259% ROI. So you're doing pretty well on this, and especially if your buy cost was much lower than that. So because a lot of times you could have gotten it for a lot cheaper. Now you might have gotten this, earlier, a little bit cheaper price, but it's still a good value. I mean, like I said, anything 250% higher is usually a good ROI that you can shoot for, that you're making it really worth your time and effort and money and everything else to invest in that. So that's that particular set. Now this one right here, this is kind of a newer set. This is another Ninjago one, the Ultra Dragon one. And this one is pretty cool because this one retired recently, and I've seen it coming in and out sometimes. So if you might see it pop up somewhere on maybe on Amazon, they might have it every once in a while, but it's really rare. So you probably won't find any. But just to let you know, you're listening to this or you're seeing this, you can check it out. Really, this one's a little bit more. It's a little bit more money. So it's just recently retired. So it is 84.99 is the retail price. You might have gotten it a little bit cheaper. You know, I think you can get, yeah, Amazon had it for $66. So I put that in there for the cost of it. So if you were able to get it at a discount and you sold it now, you're getting 100% ROI, and that's you know, that's okay. I mean, as an investment, I would certainly want to get more than that. So I would definitely hold on to this one. But based off of all the other data that I'm seeing for a lot of these other sites, I mean, you can just see that it's already going up pretty steeply right here since it's been retired. So this might be this if you can find this new. I mean, because I think if you look, I don't know, it shows you here, but see, this is when it comes in and out of stock. This was quite some time ago, so I don't think anything. Yeah, oh, here we go. It's a recent one right here. So this came in at 81.70. So you know, maybe set your alert for this one. You're still if you're watching this pretty early. But those are the three that are just, you know, kind of retired, just to kind of give you the numbers and everything as far as the return on investment, and you can see how well these do after they retire. But I wanted to just kind of go over just a couple little sets that are available at least in 2021. These might not be available too long depending on when you're watching this. There's always going to be dragon sets out there. They're going to keep making these things, so just look for the new ones. But this one is pretty cool. This one is another Ninjago one, and this one has 372 pieces. This at this rate, you know, you could get it. Probably is not going to retire for a couple of years, maybe. You know, these other ones, oh, a year and a half looks like for a lot of these sets, so 2 years. So this one just recently came out, so you know it could be here for a while. So I don't know if I'd necessarily get this right now, but this is one to put on your radar. Another one to put on your radar is they have a creator set where it's a fire dragon, and it goes into there's 3 different animals, but one of these is a dragon. Now these do all right. The creator sets are not my favorite ones. I don't really I always seem to not get these ones unless they're really steeply discounted. But it's still cool because it's got the dragon. So I think that's really the selling point. And when they type these things in here, if you look, Amazon choice for Lego Dragon sets. So this actually comes up for when somebody types in Lego Dragon sets. Just saying, you know, that could be something that can pop up in the search after this retires, and got it for good money. This one right here, though, this one, I mean, I definitely love this one because first off, it's Minecraft, so a lot of people were in Minecraft. Definitely a huge theme that is really popular with a lot of people. And then it's also Dragon. I mean, you can't go wrong. I mean, Minecraft and Dragon. And look at this. This actually comes up for Minecraft Lego. I mean, so this could be showing up even when it's retired later on, and you know you could really get this and have it at the right time. So this is one I would definitely look at. I would definitely target myself. That's what I'm gonna do. So I would definitely go for it. But that set is Minecraft 21151. And just in case listening for the other sets, there the Overlord Dragon, the Ninjago one is 71742. And then the creator one, the 3-in-1, is Lego set 31102. So those are really it. Those are, you know, those are a few sets that I would definitely keep an eye on for any type of, you know, subsets of themes. You know, look at those things because there's going to be pockets of them within Lego. And like I said, they're based off of what people are searching for or people are requesting. And that's how these become really popular, and they become really good sets to invest in and really good sets to buy, really good Lego sets to buy. And just in case you guys, if you want to get that spreadsheet that I have on there, it goes over the numbers so you can plug in your own numbers and helps you figure out. I also have a link, just a little training thing on it, and I'll show you a little bit some more tips on maximizing to get ROI for it. But if you wanted to grab that, you can go to flip.brickflips.com/ROI. Again, that's flip.brickflips.com/ROI. Hopefully that's helped you out. If you could, give me a like below. Also subscribe down below as well. Also check out our website called brickflips.com. Well, hopefully you enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys on the next episode.